Hey, howdy hi. It's MORIMENS. Filled with more men than you can shake a stick at. I've been not doing too much. This started today. Summer Under Black Sun, the rerun. We got Ramona Time Worn in a nice summer dress. See Kathagu Raw, and I can't remember your name, but I recognize you. Whole week of free stuff that adds up to 10 Luminous Bowls. Volleyball champion. Who's the greatest volleyball champion now? Somebody is. But we've also got, I think the rest of the Ebuenos Evermore is done by now. Or unlocked, I should say. Kitty, no, you can't be up in my lap right now. Be gone, kitty. Of course, got our weekly reset, so I can also be rolling again. The wheels of rotation. Do a little bit of this before we start. Just purple. There's two of these, then play some game. Oh, 2 was the magic number. Here we get... Boy. What they? I'm no French expert. Okay. Wielder's active damage plus an amount equal to the wielder's attack times 11%. If you're playing or discarding one of the wielder's command cards, the damage equal to the wielder's attack times 8% as poison to a random enemy once. After the Ultra round ends, 55% chance to trigger 100% poison on all enemies. Who the hell wants that? Hey, CG. And that doesn't tell me, yeah, I know I'm... That... Damn it, what was that? What would that be reckoning for? Pure white dress flares out with her movements. Young Liz watches with her mouth slightly open. Look at Ultra people. Does Liz have poison? Yes, she does. Okay, this is Liz. Considering the game is giving me a ton of her when I was just trying to roll for other Ultra stuff. She got all the way up to this. Think this is generally good? Yeah, I do know. I did hear she's one of the better people to get on start and probably one of the better Ultra Awakeners. I just don't have much for Ultra in general. Beesh, what's up, Ruka? How goes it? What goes it? Who goes it? Her and him. He made a mistake with her. We'll never make the same mistake with him. Your dog sneezed on you, you think you're a werewolf now? Kick ass. But what kind of werewolf? Because I was telling you last night, you have the new character? This guy. He looks like good Acor. Like, he looks like... At a glance, he looks kind of like better Goliath. But so does Tulu, to be fair. I was telling you, anyway, Ruka, if you're an old school werewolf, I was telling you about old school vampire rules last night. Do you want to hear some old school werewolf rules? Does a shitload of damage? I can imagine. Are they lame? Some of them. Just like with vampires, werewolves had some real lame disadvantages. Although, disadvantage depends on your perspective. Looking at that familiar, warm hand, you finally take a step back. Not meaningless. Can you hear him? Here's one. If someone who truly loves the werewolf approaches them in their wolf form, calls out their name, they might be able to turn them back into their human form. This is not purely romantic love. For every story of a wife succeeding, there's about 2 of a grandmother succeeding just as easily. And also sometimes a necessary step is throwing their clothes back at them. It base does 3000% base damage on ult. That is pretty cool, yeah. Hello, young, terrifying Pontos living in the infinite Tsukuyomi. It's kind of amazing. It is. Knits his brows in disbelief as if you've just talked gibberish. Those memories do mean something. Not to anyone else, but to me. I want to know what kind of life I lived. I want to know why ever since I lost my memories, no matter how happy I am, something always feels missing. The grasshopper's prickle presses lightly against your fingertip. For reasons you cannot name, you remember the trembling back of a child weeping by your bed. Granddaughter made a felt grasshopper, named it after herself, and gave it to me. This eternal pointless heaven can die for that. Thank you for your gift, Uncle Pontos, but it must have been a very long and precious life. For that, I'd give up eternal youth, eternal life, all of it. Ooh, Uncle Pontos doesn't like that. The people stop talking. Every last face turns to look at you all at once. Your eardrums swell and ache as if about to split. The seethe of seawater bores into your skull. Through the muffling water, you hear a sigh. Again, huh? Ugh. The walls tremble. Everything drips down through a sodden slime. Really loud for some reason. Game is not usually that loud. Cut it down slightly while that's going on. Even after I freed you from that shell, age still makes you babble this kind of weak, foolish nonsense. Just as Laisha did. Suddenly realize he is no longer Pontos. Before you stands a being so ancient as to be forgotten. Vast, majestic, impossible to look upon. A deep, cold dread freezes you where you stand and tears from you a soundless scream. Oh. Ebuenos and Abyss. You remember now. The same voice you heard when you first set foot in Ebuenos, when you left and when you returned. Oh? Skin, ribs, unfurling outward, and then... Nothing, hands, nothing, hands, the Abyss! Stay here. Stay in Ebuenos. Heed the Abyss. Give yourself to the Abyss. The moon. The bright, pure moon, hanging far, far away in the distant sky. This embrace, ribs, skin, his arms, chest, embrace, rib, embrace, skin, his arms, chest, forever, eternal, ever, eternal for Ebuenos, evermore. Here in his embrace, here in Ebuenos, layer upon layer of wings, carrying within them an embrace, tight and solid and impossible to refuse, and a swallowing up. You are shoved, you are enfolded, you are taken in, you are falling into an endless stillness. Stop. Someone forces her way through the mindless, cold crowd and rushes at the vortex of Pontos. It does him no harm, but an unmistakable shock makes his pupils tremble, his gaze fixing on her face. Here I thought I'd only recreated an empty shell. Part of me still remains. Like what remains of Jago. The things he should have forgotten, but that still shape him. Let him go, Pontos. He doesn't belong here. Oh, Laisha. I love him. I love him the same way you do. Orne. White. All the people of Ebuenos. In silence, alongside the Gaunts, they close in on you like a crushing wall. No, 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 no! Laisha looks at you. She sees her son, Jago. She also sees you. This is not the first time someone's noticed an extra passenger in one of these stories. This is the first time in this story it's being acknowledged that I'm supposed to be a different person. Even I hadn't noticed yet. I know why you want them so badly. It's more than just Jago in there. More than one soul. Ah, yes. And they will both forget everything. They are both staying forever. Laisha's trapped once more. She twists her body around with all her strength and stares at you. Not at your face, but through it, as if trying to see into the deepest part of your soul. Please, whoever you are, I know you're in there. Take Jago back. Take him back to the life you were meant to live. The dense, swarming black wings spread wide. It is all so serene, so alluring. You find your feet moving toward them. And then you hear it. The voice of you. I believe I have made my choice. From the depths of your mind, a spirit struggles its way free. The survivor of the Yakutsk explosion, Mithag's keeper, you take hold of this body. A silver radiance flickers in your palm. Jago's scattered memories are gathered up, piece by piece. This is the first time I've seen the, incumbent body actually have any kind of real will outside of mine without overtaking mine. That's interesting. You know, Uncle Pontos, first thing I just remembered was something so small. Something that shouldn't have mattered at all. Pontos does not speak. He studies you in silence. When I turned 18, Orne and I snuck aboard the nearest steamer and begged the sailors to let us work the bottom deck in exchange for passage. One free cruise, just like that. The next morning, we saw the most beautiful sunrise either of us had ever seen. Orne said he wished the sun would never set. But I didn't. Because the sun does set. Because every day ends. That's what makes the things we live through mean something. Enough of this foolishness. In Ebuenos, I can make the sun rise and set at your whim, if that is what you wish. He closes his eyes, weary, his patience finally spent. You shake your head firmly. What matters is the time we live through, not a sun that hangs there forever. I'm sorry, Pontos. He raises his hand. The wall of gaunts closes in at you. Go, my servants. Alright. They saved the fight for the end. I guess so they could keep the— oh! This isn't even like an actual thing. This is just a one-way fight we start out in. The Void claims all. Okay. I curse you. I stew you. I defend. And I slap ya. Slap slap. Owie. Let's see. Going to be attacking again. Already weakened. So we defend first. We slap a guy. Owie. It is stacking strength, which could become a problem. Need that this turn. Wah, 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 wah. Alright. Yeah, definitely need a key flare rouse here. Soul Blight or Gibbous Moon? This turn, Soul Blight for sure. We need a lot of heals. Do. And Tranquil Sea. Heal a little more. Well, to prevent a little. Fragility, don't love that. There we go. I'm at max, so it doesn't matter if I'm doing that. I'm doing a little less damage, but I'm staying alive, staying alive. Just barely, though. I need even more healing, frankly. Here is your meal. Knell of Death. Okay. I can do this to get a lot of health back. Not just now. There we go. Both healers active. I can handle this. I can also be poisoning. I sometimes wonder if it is better to do the alternate order there. Okay. Almost low enough I can end the illusion on them. Actually, I bet with elation buff. By Raging Waves as well. I think I can win from here. You definitely can't kill me from here. There we go. Gotcha. Victory! That was a tricky little fight. Please stay in Ebunos, stay in his embrace. That's my evaluation. Just win at all to get 3 stars. Oh, that's lovely. And last bit, finally. A lie. In another story not fit for children's ears, little Jago 2 gets his happily ever after. Yeah, tinnitus. The suffocating pressure recedes like an ebbing tide. A violent stab of pain shoots through your brain. Your vision goes white in pulsing waves. Ugh, that hurts. Pontos stands there, utterly alone. You can't make out his expression. Clearly something has left him. I need a reason. His voice is hoarse, his body still drawn taut, like some desperate cornered animal. Why? Why must you leave too? Would you rather choose death than me? Than choosing me? You have no way to answer. Your memories now are as tangled as a shaggy dog that's rolled 3 times through the mud. Laisha, all but spent from the earlier battle, struggles to her feet and places herself between you and Pontos. Pontos, it's over. The living, if they stay in Ebuenos, pay with the loss of every memory beyond it. And the dead like me, reshaped as gaunts, with all their memories slowly eaten away in the end. Jago has made his choice, and I've made mine. Let us go. Please. Pontos' lips press into a cold, flat line, his jaw clenched. What I believe may have happened is, all those years ago, Pontos did bring them both in to Ebuenos, this place, to try to help them, you know, escape the cultists burning the entire town down. But Laisha actually managed to get Jago out, help him choose to go out. Partially with the compass, I believe. And then he held on to that compass for the rest of his life. And I think it managed to shield him from Pontos finding him again and bringing him back in. As soon as he gave the compass away to his granddaughter on his deathbed, Pontos found him and tried to bring him back in, tried to just reset, back where I left. You can still be here, kid. It's okay. Just watched the Spain vs. Portugal match, and Spain scored the game winner last minute. Kick ass. I'm not really a soccer or football kind of guy. I'm not a sports kind of guy in general, is how I think I should say it. Not into football, American football, hockey, tennis, basketball, none of it. But you keep enjoying what you enjoy. Should still remember, you exist by virtue of Ebuenos. Leave Ebuenos and you'll die. Yes, my old memories will come back too. I'll die as a human being. It's the only way. I already can't remember what you and Jago looked like as children. At least before I completely forget you both, please. Pontos freezes. You have to watch it in a movie theater? It makes sense they do that. I've just never thought that that was something that was done. That's crazy. It is the World Cup. For the first time, you see such grief in his expression. I really wish I could say that power was still controlling me. He closes his eyes, as if to hide from something he can't bear to face. In the end, his lips twist into a self-mocking, defeated smile. Then I'd have every reason to defy your wishes, to do you harm. Pontos yields in silence. The chariot that once carried him to vengeance against his enemies now carries Aisha on her way as well. As the chariot of indescribable pearly light slides into the sky beyond Ebuenos, a look of release comes over Laisha's face. She turns back to face you both. And then she vanishes away, into the night sea wind. Neither of you speaks. You only stare for a long while into that void, until Pontos breaks the silence. After you left Ebuenos, your life, what was it like? He hadn't expected his first words to be this. You blank for a moment before you start sorting through the tangle of memories. Something seems to have gone wrong with this domain. Neither Jago's memories nor yours are entirely intact. I'm not sure. There are memories of being Jago in my head now. Memories of someone else in a faraway place. All of it is a tangle. Reach into your pocket on reflex to touch the grasshopper. But even so, plain, ordinary, busy, the same routines day after day. It was a happy life. Happy enough to make me who I am. Happy enough that, no matter what, I want to go back. He gazes into your eyes, quiet and still. Almost feels like the way Laisha once looked at you. He is not only looking at Jago. Got it wrong, Jago. And Goth. What? A chill runs through you. How can he know your name? Isn't this only a domain? That's true, even when people have recognized there's a second soul in there. Actually fishing your name out, that's... He slips back into that cold, aristocratic composure, as if nothing has ever slipped from his grasp. Calmly gives you a smile. I've known you were in there all along. I know you are him. Ever since you were a child, I knew you were different. The muffled noise that belongs to the seawater closes over your ears once more. You were both too young, too unknowing. You mistook that humdrum life for happiness. This time I will not make the mistake of leaving the choice in your hands again. Oh, wait. Is the reason memory's been tangled that Ungath has literally been here with him even since his childhood? Has this domain gone on for well over 60 years? You were wrong. He never yielded. He will not, and was never going to let go. He only set down a glowing lure. He had long since discovered the other part of you. He was going to find you. He would allow no more surprises. Too easy, that battle, that victory. It had been a trap to lure you out. Whatever the price, whatever the thing I must swear my allegiance to, I will keep the revelry of Ebwenos going forever. No one knows why he suddenly allowed age to take hold of him. All of Ebwenos shakes with him. The mediums around him and the seawater surging from his chest meld together, indistinguishable from one another. Perhaps they're friends, perhaps enemies. Countless black arms reach out from his chest, clawing at his skin, caressing it. As if trying to flee. As if longing to be with him forever. I'm on a road with no way back. Nor do I need one. The years you've never lived through mean nothing. Here in Ebwenos, they're tame. Controllable. They cannot hurt you. It really is a shame. I cannot keep you here just yet. Our time is up, Ungath. A weightlessness catches you off guard, wrenching you up and out of the torn open space. Sky-blotting gaunts spread their membranous wings and come surging towards you in a soft rush. Worry not. We'll see each other again soon enough. Ebwenos and I will wait for your return. Forever. The marks of age weather across Pontos' body like erosion. Laughing, he raises a toast to you from Ebwenos as it rapidly recedes into the distance. In your last glimpse before darkness engulfs him, you see two figures standing at his side. He let no one go. He kept them all. Every last one. Right next to him stood Laisha and a young Jago.
What? And then? Then what? Keeper, he just let you fall to your death? Uncle Pontos was so mean. He can't do that to you.
Yeah, how could he? Pontos was so mean. As you and Arita angrily go over what you got put through in the dream, you turn around and immediately get spooked by a certain someone who's standing in the doorway, hands in his pockets. Heaven knows how long he's been eavesdropping. After that, little Jago made it out safely. He opened his eyes and woke from the dream. Not to compare very different characters from very different gachas, but this does definitely remind me of the situation with BB in Fate. He found himself lying in his own bed at home. The people he loved gathered all around him. The other main character of the story leans against the wall of Arita's bedroom, and in a low, unhurried voice supplies the ending. He remembered every memory of his whole life, peacefully closed his eyes, and went to a happy place. Rita lets out a small, contented snore and gradually drifts off into a hazy sleep, just like the Vera in your memory. Pontos tilts his head toward the door and makes a gesture of invitation. I imagine you'd like to have a word with me. A few. Did you try to infinite Tsukuyomi me? I don't know what that means. An overdue reunion. Don't you just love the sound of that? You didn't tell Arita how it really ended. You lied, didn't you? You never let Laisha go. The only one who got to leave Ebuenos was me, not Jago. Cut off so bluntly, Pontos isn't annoyed at all. He grins and arches an eyebrow. Of course. Obviously. Some stories aren't for children, right? And I imagine this appearance you're wearing now is just to show everyone that aging, the one thing you missed, means nothing to you. Show you've got everything under control, huh? Time, aging, even other people's lives. The hostility in your words is probably getting too obvious to miss. Pontos doesn't answer directly. Just gives you a smile that infuriates you to no end. Who knows? Perhaps I simply wanted to try something new. Anyway, I'm glad you've remembered. The very first time I came to Mythag, I've been looking forward to this day. So he's someone who's been around Mythag for a while. That is interesting. He's only just joining the fight because you just remembered when you first met from his perspective. Ebuenos is still waiting for you, Ungath. In case you need a friendly reminder, Mythag has an extensive security system. No need to be so tense. Speaking of that, I'm rather curious. My little one of Mythag, you're no longer Jago. Do you have an answer for me now? Pontos tilts his head slightly. You look into his deep blue eyes. If you've been at Mythag long enough, you probably actually have seen about as much of Ungath's life as he has. If I gave you the choice one more time, which would you choose? Eternal life and unfading youth? Or the memories a whole lifetime creates? The sound of seawater, the beat of wings. That familiar, distant white noise slowly seeps through your body once more. Over your chest, over your ears, over... My lord! You snap back to yourself. In the distance, Ogie, Lotan, and Ramona are walking toward you, fresh off a training session, while Doll's puppet analyzes their training data. Based on the setup here, I assume timeline-wise, this is probably meant to be as early as you want it to be. Like, Pontos could have been here genuinely since the beginning of the story. The person beside you lets out a deeply regretful sigh. Don't worry. I'll keep that choice open for you. Always. With that, he leaves. The horizon, where the setting sun is about to sink, refracts a faint, dreamlike, gentle, pearly glow. Huh? There's still so much you want to ask. You have both event characters? Who's the other one? About the mass slaughter that N stirred up amongst the cultists on nothing more than a whim, with no purpose, no target at all. About the Lightbearers fanning the flames of it. About the 100-odd years of mad vengeance Pontos waged afterwards. About whether for even a single instant he too would waver toward another possibility. And so would let the years leave their mark on him. About whether Jago and Laisha are still reveling in Ebuenos even now. In the end, you can only pray he won't get into something with Professor Dexter at the school. You shake your head and walk, without the slightest hesitation, to your friend's side. Oh. New posse unlocked. What does this one do? The hollow one. Temporary crit damage plus 30%. Temporarily reduce all enemy strength by 30. If Pontos is in the party, gain a stack of Pack Hunt. I don't tend to do hard mode stuff, I'm just not into it. Cleared the deep dive, and I get silver and new avatar. Buy the silver key, Pontos. Yay. A cool summer night. Also, CG's increased. Pontos is definitely an interesting character. He's a good show of an eldritch being that probably could tell us a lot more than we already know, but isn't because he's not interested. Again, this game does eldritch horror very, very, very well, and that's always fun for me. Roll a little more in here. Oh, another gold already. And we receive Memory Spiral. Shield gain from the wielder plus 11%. Turn start, obtain 35% of unbroken shield, up to 11% of your max HP. Who wants that, I wonder? I can switch it over here just to check. Ah, Nautila. But I stay on Gift of Decay because Nymphia is the cornerstone of my entire strategy. Although, I do also want Karen's. Wheel of Destiny, the Silent Banquet would be quite nice for her. You know what, I'll do at least to get one of it. Because just having the first one. The character that has counter in Chaos. Yeah, Nautila, right? Yeah, counter. Nautilus, it's Nautila on screen right now. I'm told she's very good battery, actually. Yeah, because of her short-term memory. She's a very good battery, and she's especially good on a counter team. Though, her thing giving her letting you retain some shield. That's an interesting setup, because it's not really in line with the main reason most people play her. It's a very generic ability, like, any shield-focused sustain would want that. Like, I do have her. And got her first two Enlightens. Other event character begins with an M. Just look through... Moshe? They're Chaos. Okay, yeah. Still want Tawil at some point. I hear she is amazing damage dealer who doesn't need that much help. But I've also heard the opposite from another person, because this fandom cannot agree what works and what doesn't. Yeah, that looks pretty good. Use her Exalt when you have a bunch of strikes in hand and kill a motherfucker. Rot likes sometimes. By the silver key. Summer under Black Sun. Seem good with Harlot and Lotan. I think you meant Helot. Harlot is like a prostitute, or a very promiscuous person. I have Helot, I know I do. There she is. Actually, I have a bunch of her, I think. I know. Yeah, she has a lot of boost to her basic strikes. And so does Lotan, I believe. But Lotan is also... Yeah, because Lotan also has things that are considered strikes. Makes more stuff considered strike. More strength scaling offer. I can see how that would work. Alright, but we got a beach event, Eldritch Horror, Heatwave Alert. Seaside, the go-to place for vacations. Under the scorching sun, who could resist wading into the cool waves or taking refuge from the blaze beneath a parasol? Wait, why is the sun falling? Just duplicates her strike? Yeah, that'd do it. Faced with Tice and Murphy's piercing gazes, you accepted neither of their invitations. Amid this unnaturally perfect scene, an uneasy disbelief crept over you. With a forced calm, you shift your gaze, spotting Horla, Feint, and Pandia. Further away, you see Riker, Turu, and other Awakeners in the distance. They mean Tulu, or is there two people with very, very similar names? Almost every Awakener you know is here. A scene like this obviously couldn't happen in reality.
Oops. Why the long face? We came to the seaside to fully enjoy sweetness and love, you know.
Still haven't forgiven you for probably taking a wax mold of my dick in my sleep.
Aw, my popsicle is so cold. Think I want to have a super hot game with me?
As Pandia drew closer, you felt compelled to say something to divert her attention. Pandia? What brings you two to the seaside resort?
Of course, because Londinium is too scorching. Yeah, Londinium is getting hotter for some unknown reason. I enjoy the sun's warmth. If it's too intense, even candles would melt away. We decided to come to the seaside for a vacation. I'm wearing a swim ring. I'll stay in the water and keep my distance from the beachgoers. I won't hurt anyone.
Feint said, gripping the swim ring tightly. Clearly somewhat nervous and uneasy, so you soothingly patted her head. It's alright, I'll be here keeping an eye on all of you. So Feint, don't be nervous, just enjoy the vacation.
Thank you, Ingoth.
Feint gently nuzzles your hand, her eyebrows arching as she breaks into a smile. Ew.
Why is it so hot, even by the seaside?
Murphy kept fanning herself. The weather was so sweltering that her face quickly flushed as red as a ripe apple.
You feel like the weather is getting hotter and hotter? I feel the same way, Miss Murphy.
Wait, you have arms? You just choose not to show them sometimes? What's the deal with Horla here? She usually doesn't have arms. She just has gloves, you can say. Is she wearing a ton of makeup? She also usually doesn't have a neck, for that matter. Or a torso. You can just see the clothes around them.
The waterfall of light pours endlessly. Thousands of fragmented coronae float upon the sea surface, with all things withering alongside them. Blistering heat waves that couldn't be blocked even with a sun hat. Such a scene reminds me of the ancient legends of the distant Panlong Kingdom that I once read. Legend of the Panlong Kingdom? You mean the shooting the sun story? Yes. Legend has it when the sun scorches everything, a hero will rise and bring it down. The young lady doesn't have time to listen to any legends. Right now, the most important thing is to find a shady spot to hide in. Wait. The sun in the sky...
Murphy let out a startled cry, and following her gaze, you all looked up at the sky.
Am I imagining this? Come, I feel like the sun seems to be moving.
Well, the sun usually is moving, but it's not actually easy to tell. Not an illusion, it's really falling toward the ground.
Could it be the legend of that sun-shooting hero is coming true? There's no sun-shooting hero here, only a cute little sapling. If we keep standing here like idiots, everyone's going to get roasted into mummies.
No, let's all just stand around like idiots until someone does something. Reminded by Tice, you suddenly snapped to attention and shouted out loud. Everyone retreat and stay away from here. The sun is about to fall. As your shout rang out, everyone began fleeing into the distance. At the same time, the speed at which the scorching sun fell from the sky increased rapidly. By the time the sun in the sky became a visible giant fireball, it's already very close to the ground. Luckily, I brought sunglasses, otherwise my eyes wouldn't have been able to handle it. Murphy adjusted her sunglasses. Those without sunglasses wouldn't be blinded by the intense light of the falling sun. Tulu covered everyone's eyes with his tentacles. It was Tulu, this is still partially not human translated, I should say. Tulu, thank you. Nothing but a small favor. As your king, I will naturally protect everyone, just... Stop touching my tentacles again. You think you're provoking me? Shy? It's rare to run into you, so of course I want to savor the sensation of the deep sea lord. Presumptuous. Rude. Seeing Tulu's displeasure, Ties does not stop, but instead becomes even more brazen, forcing you to speak up. Ties. Oh, is the little sapling jealous? Fine, I'll do it for you then. Just then, the scorching sun, which had been falling continuously, finally crashed onto the sea surface, sending towering waves surging upward with a deafening roar. Ah. Sorry, just got pinged in something. Water and fire entwined in an instant, releasing intense, scorching white mist with a sizzling sound, obscuring everyone's vision. You know, the blazing sun has already fallen. What now hangs upon the dome is a fleeting, hollow, black sun. Oh, lovely. First time you've seen the view counter for this category so high? Yeah, I was pretty surprised when I was, like, setting my category. I was like, oh, that's way higher than it usually is. Someone actually important must be streaming this. Cut in between those with a little bit of gotcha if there's no combat. Black hole sun, won't you come? I'm doing well on these. God, it's Saint Tonitas. We're so cooked. I don't know what that means. Wash away the rain? I assume you're doing a song. I don't know what Courting Nat's doing. Oh hey, Silent Banquet. Black hole sun, won't you come? Alright, I only wanted the one of that. Let's see here. Gaze of Isarawu, I think, is pretty useful. Bluestone's Throne is kind of eh. Because I end up not really using it a lot of the time. I think Silent Banquet. Although, she doesn't really want damage amp is the thing. Different guy who seems to have a similar name. Hoggies. What? Elevated focus is useful, but... You have an actual decent poison team? What's your poison team? I think this one is pretty good. Like... Especially once I have, someday, sometime, I'll get, Zhu's your main DPS? I hear she is the better, like, poison than Pharos. But, if I could get Pharos and Karen up to their, absolute axioms, which I'm well aware how long a task that would be. They actually combo with each other quite well. Because they'll both be applying a bunch of poison via their retain cards. Or actually, no, HP recovery and alias generation. And the Spider Woman, Nymph and Karen. Yeah, Nymphia. I think actually Lily probably works slightly better with Zhu than Karen does. Because Lily is a lot better at capitalizing off of HP being lost, which is a lot better on a Karo team, whereas Karen is a lot better with this tentacle team where you want to dump the hand, wait to dump the hand. Lily's technically better, but you don't have Lily. Ah, okay. Fair enough. I got her because she was good poison support for a team I wanted to build. I want Agrippa to be good, because she's also Karo poison, but I just don't think she's better than anyone already on the team. Like, she is not outdoing Nymphia on the poison. She is not, she is not out-sustaining Karen or Lily, frankly. Need her spell card. What in the goddamn hell is a spell card? Probably should get Pharos's, actually. Let me double check which one's hers. I think it's Amidst the Downpour. You have Toho on the head? Strike commands have a chance to gain Arithmetica, trigger 10% of each enemy's poison. Only once each turn. The realm includes A-Core. It also triggers a tentacle attack. Yeah, okay. Even just the tentacle attack alone makes this kind of worth it. The 55% is blag, but since it only can occur once per turn anyway, so if you just strike a bunch of times in the same turn with her, it might go off. The triggering a tentacle attack every time is definitely worth it, yeah. We'll put that on and hope to get it soon. Helps you have her where you can do over exalt. I think Nymphia needs 2 more to get her over exalt. But her over exalt isn't a big deal. Her absolute axiom looks like it's actually really good, because it goes from her poison ramps up 15% per turn, which to, if I am reading this correctly and it's translated correctly, her poison ramps up 35% per turn. Her over exalt seems okay. Like, to be fair, you should be able to use her exalt. Well, no, actually. Here's the thing, you want to use Nymphia's exalt as often as possible. So, by definition, her over exalt's kind of lowers the cost of cards in your hand. You want to be triggering that and inflicting the poison and obtaining the strength and making your next use inflict even more poison. Because you want to use it a bunch of times. I'm lost on who you're talking about at this point, CG. AGP's moves give a lot of bar. I assume you're talking about Agrippa, but I could be completely wrong. Now abbreviation the Spider Woman's name. Okay, Spider Woman. Let me try to figure out who that is. Because even that, I'm a little lost on. I'm gonna level with you. This too? Well, there's Arachne. I don't think that's who you meant. Assume you mean the other one. Who I don't know who you're referring to. Had it on the right one? Arachne?
She doesn't... I don't know how we got on this. Okay, let me roll up. Then the Spider Woman. Okay. I question why her on a poison team. I guess stagnation kind of functions similarly to poison, but I feel like with poison, you just want more people who also put poison on. Because the faster you stack up the poison, the more their health bar starts melting. No? You own her? When you said I had it on the right one, that's not fucking specific, believe it or not. Like, if you said an actual name, that would probably help. You mean Agrippa? She's not really all that spider-like. Delay doesn't help me here? It's gonna have to be on your end, because it's only 3 seconds on mine. But even then, again, names are useful for specifying things. Agrippa. Yeah, I guess she's kind of spidery, but it's not a lot of that. Yeah. Draw 2 command cards from Agrippa that are not strike or defense. Reduce arithmetic cost of 2 of them by 1 this turn. Yeah, her over-exalt. Maybe her regular exalt too. I'll need to double check her skills. Never looked at her full portrait. I did. $17 damage, Yeah, Reluctant Alms. This also reduces cost. Card with the highest arithmetic cost in your hand has its arithmetic cost -1 this turn. It also doubles your current embryo fusion. What's her absolute? Each time she inflicts or triggers poison, shield generation at turn end plus 50%. Stacks up to 5 times. And also her poison effect is just 50% better. Yep, that actually would be really great sustain. Get what lilies do. Yeah, getting her to +3 actually makes her way stronger. Slime Conversions Enhancement. Each attack taken this turn. After Exalt, each attack taken this turn makes the next strike to protect, consume, and convert 40% more Endure stacks into effect. Stacks up to 5. All neat. Beach Duel. Wonderful holiday shouldn't be ruined by rudeness and violence. Fuck you wanna fight. Let's settle it on the volleyball court. I assume they forgot the letter I. Beach Duel. After a long while, the thick white mist gradually dissipated, faintly revealing the true form of the fallen blazing sun. Is it Ra? Kasagu Ra, is that you? The fireball continued to burn with a writhing motion, living like a living creature. At its center, a humanoid shadow swayed eerily. Someone inside? Character's old portrait can be seen if you click on the suit icon by the favorite. It was some, probably AI bot thing. Goth, danger. Let me scout the path first. Whole portrait. Ah. But Ramona, time-worn, took your hand, her gaze resolute. Keeper, allow me to go. She's right. Your safety is far more important than the person in the fireball. Fine. And the investigation is in your hands. The rest of you stay alert. Also, Tulu, please use seawater to rinse the fireball, lower its temperature, and prevent Ramona time-worn from getting hurt. Only you would dare to command me like this.
The manipulated seawater flowed over the burning surface of the fallen sun, continuously evaporating into thick mist. Ramona Time-Worn's figure slowly stepped into the dense fog. Soon the voice of Ramona Time-Worn emerged from the white mist. All clear, you can come over now. Hearing Ramona's voice, I'm not going to say Time-Worn every time, it's Ramona. Finally relaxed, your heart at ease, and led everyone forward. This moment, the fireball was no longer as scorching as before. The sparse flames seemed ready to die out. Clearly see the sleeping figure inside. Long golden hair that seemed to burn like the sun. So powerful an aura, even while sleeping, she exudes a commanding presence without anger. She's holding in her hands. Are those two guns? It's like a very powerful awakener. Who's that arrogant one? That be the person who made us swelter like this. Let me take a look. The awakener inside the fireball clearly sparked everyone's interest, prompting people to instinctively gather around and start chattering noisily. Ah, the stronger someone is, the more I long to see her submit to the sweet caress of the little whip. Isn't the most important thing right now to determine whether she is an enemy or a friend? I won't show favor to disobedient children. No matter what, I will faithfully guard my lord. That impressive? I've got to have a fight with her. Shut up, it's so noisy. Want to know whether she's an enemy or a friend? Just wake her up. Tulu, extinguish the flames. Why should I follow your orders? As the atmosphere grows tense, you quickly step in between them, speaking up to ease the tension. Alright, this... Tulu, thank you for your help. Tulu remained silent. The currents on the sea surface had already shifted, swirling toward the fireball and extinguishing the last flames. At last, the briny seawater touched the figure lost in slumber. A pair of golden eyes slowly opened. I do love a woman with a lot of guns. You step forward, state your identity, and offer a friendly smile. Hello, I am Keeper Ungoth. If you're unfamiliar with the term Keeper, you can simply understand it as a friend of the Awakener. Is that so? A friend of the Awakener. The woman who rose from the extinguished sun slowly approached you. Pistol spins once in her hand before she grips it effortlessly. Sounds appealing, but I don't need any friends. With a faint scoff, the cold barrel of the pistol presses against your forehead. Ungoth! Ramona's sword tip came to an immediate stop before the opponent's neck. The other Awakeners all darkened their expressions. Various powers radiated outward, solidifying the air into an intensely oppressive atmosphere. Hey, Bathwater. Put away your gun. I don't like it when others threaten my puppy. Your puppy? Blonde woman bursts into wild, unrestrained laughter. With the other hand, she gripped the rifle, cocked it single-handedly, and aimed it toward your heart. That's too bad. I don't like it either when someone threatens me. You silently raise your hand, signaling everyone to stand down. Goth. Mona, believe me. As a keeper, I have the ability to solve problems. Okay. Ramona retracted her sword. The other Awakeners followed your command as well. Even Doll Inferno remained silent. Seeing you change everyone with just one word, the blonde woman was slightly taken aback. Soon smirked with amusement. Keeper Ungoth. Interesting. Speak. How do you plan to deal with me? Watch your words carefully, because I might just get a little shaky. Even as she spoke, her hand stayed steady. You had no doubt one wrong word and those two guns would blow away your head and your heart in an instant. I won't eliminate you, because you're not a problem. Oh? Interesting. It's rare for someone to speak like this at gunpoint. Thought everyone considered me a big troublemaker. Her lips still curled up in a cheerful smile. Her eyes harbored cold-blooded killing intent. That instant, many people who had opposed her flashed through her mind. Of course, they had all already died by these two guns. You quietly look at her, feeling her killing intent, yet remain calm. You won't kill me. I don't sense any evil from your soul. You're not the kind of person who kills indiscriminately. Of course, hiring me for assassinations isn't cheap. On top of that, you have the authority to command so many Awakeners. Her gaze swept across the surrounding Awakeners, and she burst into laughter as she hoisted the rifle onto her shoulder. Letting you go would also make me very unhappy. I'm not the type to let others take advantage of me, and you, who woke me from my sleep, must pay the price. Allow me to remind you, even without Ungoth, you will still awaken. You landed near the coast. The sea will eventually extinguish the fireball. Oh, a reasonable young lady. Completely understand. That's precisely why I didn't shoot right away. Blonde woman spoke, twisting her wrist. As her wrist turned, the barrel of the pistol pressed against your forehead shifted accordingly. But being woken up and waking up on your own are always different. You know that feeling of unexplained irritation in your chest when you haven't slept well? Right now I just feel unable to calm down. Well then, how about we have a match to help you shake off that morning grumpiness? Just as I wished. The woman laughed wildly, aiming a gun at the Awakeners with a grim expression. The fierce battle seemed about to erupt. But not with your gun. Rather, fight in a beach volleyball style. Beach volleyball? What did you say? Kid, are you messing with me? All the Awakeners looked at you, surprised by your proposal. You, composed and self-possessed, with even a hint of wistful nostalgia. No matter what, everyone came here for a seaside vacation. Such a rude scene ever fit into a wonderful holiday. So if you're unhappy and want to fight, let's settle this with a match. What if I say no? You didn't resort to threats. Instead, you deliberately flashed a provocative smile. You're this good. You wouldn't be afraid to play ball, right? Ooh. Woman's golden pupils stared at you for a few seconds. Just as you thought she was about to turn hostile, she suddenly smiled and put the gun away. Beach volleyball. Interesting. I don't mind beating you in a different way. By the way, my name is Kasagura. You'd better remember it, because it's the name of the one who defeated you. Your final winner. Alright. Not a damn thing. Actually, what am I at on weeklies? This is the wrong section. Handbook. 25? Alright, then we'll do one more. And then I'll wait till next week to roll anymore because, you know, want to stay safe with that. Here we have the Glutton's Tale. Okay, HP recovered by the wielder plus 9%. Start of each turn, gain temp strength and shield equal to 9% of the total amount of HP you lost last turn. Riding with Teresa. Suppose I'll just look to check who that's for. Ah, Lay. Makes sense. I think. Give me those. So give me these. Up my topic. All for me. I'm down to 20 of these. And I don't wanna roll unless I'm above 30 whenever it's a new week, because I want to be able to get that every week. Though, how necessary that is a different question, but that's probably the easiest one to guarantee I get. The other stuff, I don't always have something I want to upgrade. But I always want to be rolling in this game. I saw Raw here, so I knew she was going to be involved. I didn't know this was her introduction. It's really funny. People use rules to manage entropy's inevitable rise. In reality, everyone has their own principles. When dozens collide, the only rule here is, there are none. And Goth, please join my team. Soldiers excel at cooperation and teamwork above all.
I want to be on your team too, Master. I can play beach volleyball just fine. I'll just slip some laxatives into their drinks. We'll definitely win.
Oh, Katana Hellet. You still remember your oath of never betraying me, then join my team. Otherwise. Remember, I will not tolerate any form of betrayal from you. Faced with Alva's intense stare, Karen's anticipation, and Katana Hellet's threat, feel a sense of foreboding rise within you. Indeed. That's her. Why should Ngat join your team? Each of my offspring is as strong as 100 men. You're better off choosing me instead of those weaklings. Strongest gladiator will show you what victory truly means. So weird when Uvhash and Agrippa are like right next to each other, and neither of them ever wants to acknowledge that he definitely killed her at her request. Seems someone wants to try what it feels like to become a meat patty. Shut the fuck up, all of you. I'm gonna fucking feed all of you to the spiders right now. Angry again, you useless woman? Come on, how about we have a match right now to see who's most qualified? Everyone, please calm down. You roar furiously, no longer able to contain your rage, and stand between Uvhash Agrippa and Katana Hellet. Oh? You've made your own decision. Well then, speak it out. I know what I'm doing with his voice. I wasn't sure for a minute. I'm doing very excited, Crispin Freeman. Specifically, something slightly lighter than what he does when Alucard gets really, really excited about something. The blood manipulation about him really gives that feel to it, and the battle craze. Remember, you'd better think carefully before speaking. Things might get out of hand. Goth, you do not have to listen to her. Whatever decision you make, I will support you. Agrippa looks displeased, as if wanting to say more. You shake your head to stop her. Alright, we'll reluctantly hear out your decision first. But if it does not satisfy me... Believe you will be satisfied because... I will not be participating in the match. Oh? Then how do you plan to join this match? You were the one who proposed this beach volleyball match. Not tell me you're planning to run away now. Asagura tilts her head, casually spinning the pistol. Not bothered by her half-hearted threat. Yeah, but already enough. You've already figured out a solution. I'll serve as the referee and oversee you all competing this match. Referee? Then I volunteer to be the host. I'll swing my little whip to properly motivate everyone to train hard. That is not impossible, but I will pass on the whip. Huh? Let this thrilling match that sets the whole body ablaze start already! Pandia shakes the whip in her hand with elation, completely ignoring your words. Now, good children, go find your teammates. Let me think. We need a total of 8 teams. 8 teams? Isn't that a bit too many? Oops, you do not understand. More fun when there are more people. Setbacks are the sweetest part of the game. Do you not want to see them defeated in the struggle, shedding painful and reluctant tears and then crying out for your compassion? No. Being Pandia, already immersed in her own art, you cover your forehead in regret for having easily agreed to a request to become the host. Alright, we'll have 8 teams. Considering our possible shortage of players, each team only needs 4 people. Everyone can start looking for teammates. As the words fall, Agrippa and Uvhash exchange a glance, then scoff coldly and ignore each other. Yeah. Katana Hellet and Karen stand in place, clearly uninterested in a match without you. No one wants to look for teammates? How disobedient. Guess I'll have to punish you all. Pandia looks up with a glint of excitement as she raises her whip, eager to show off her skills. Ugh. Pandia, we're on vacation at the seaside. Please do not do anything rule-breaking in public.
It's all because you weren't well behaved. That's why this happened. Tell me, do you want a whip, some candles, or would you prefer me to hang you up and tickle you with feathers?
The Alva's expression freezed for 3 seconds. Soon, she calmly treats Pandy as if she were air, turning her attention to the other Awakeners. Though it's a shame that Angoth is not participating in the match, as a warrior, I will still be a solid support for my teammates. Happy to oblige. By the way, I need to sign Tulu up too. Never been willing to have a good, honest fight with me before. Now's the time to put it to the test. When did I ever say I wanted to sign up?
Alright, we already have 3 participants signed up.
How the fuck does that work?
Is there anyone else? To help the Keeper achieve final victory, my little lambs, you need to act quickly. Fine, if it's for the Master, I'll join.
I don't give a damn who I team up with. I am here to win. Guess it's a good start. Thus, the Awakeners start forming teams of 3 or 4, except for Kathagura. She stands in place with her arms crossed, watching the farce unfold with indifference. Kathagura, you need to find teammates as well. No need. I am all the help I need. Beach volleyball is a team sport. Must have a teammate to participate, otherwise you lose and it counts as an automatic surrender. You are fucking messing with me again. I love the actual sensor beep in the dialogue. Kathagura rests her finger on the pistol's trigger and furrows her brows in anger. You simply stand there watching her. For a long while, Kathagura withdraws her hand and lets out a cold snort. Alright, take on a few extra burdens. Just a bit more challenging, but I won't even break a sweat over such petty tricks. Before she can finish, Riker laughs and leans in. Oops. Looks like my luck is not so great this time. There's only one team left. Not bad, though. It's all a gamble anyway, we might as well go all in. Oh? Already got a liability volunteering. Angoth, I'm here. Not worry, I'll be on the same team as Kathagura. Not bad. Being hassle-free might be the greatest help you can offer. Oops. Looks like the last spot is mine. Clementine? I didn't think you were interested in beach volleyball. I'm certainly not interested in these things, but sometimes participating allows for a better understanding of the subtle psychological changes in the patient compared to merely observing. Clementine smiles meaningfully. You cannot grasp the profound meaning behind that smile, nor do you have time to contemplate it. How about this time? Does it meet your requirements? You're the one who proposed the match and set the rules. I'll defeat them on your home turf. You dare come crying to me when you lose later. Kathagura does not even glance at the 3 people standing beside her. She raises her chin at you tauntingly.
8 teams have been assembled. Now let us begin this fiery and passionate match.
So eager to taste the bitterness of defeat already? Come on, good teammates, just stand quietly at the edge of the arena. Be careful not to step out of bounds. Ooh. Seems it may have been completely rejected. You know better. Not just anyone can be my comrade in arms. Anyone who dares get in my way, I'll hit them along with the ball. Kathagura cracks her neck, rolls her shoulders, and strides toward the court. With that, the beach volleyball match officially begins. Okay, game on semifinals already. This is level 60. This might actually be kind of tricky. I have started doing level 60 stuff. Or like Cumrag in arms. I mean... appreciate a woman in uniform and a woman with guns in general. Guess she is more spidery than I thought. It's her alt outfit. Pallid Covenant. This kind of makes it clear that the white thing is just something she's standing in front of. It doesn't seem to actually be connected to her body. Dreamy Vacation. I tried to get this, but it just didn't count anything I did. Some of these outfits just look like a different pose. They don't look that different. They are only 1 star, to be fair. The 3-star one is actually different. This 2-star one is actually different. Da-da-da. You get almost 300 of these. I am stocking up for when character comes out. What character? Game on. Semifinals. Oh, I gotta use... I have to use this team. 24, Aurita, Corpusant, and Celeste. I've used Celeste before, I know how she works. So I'm allowed to use my own. This one's more built. Let me just be sure how these characters work real quick. Okay, da-da-da. She's depressed, she gains more alias. If she's manic, these trigger twice. Rouse, retain. What does that mean? Does that mean her rouse effect is she permanently has retain on all her own cards? Or all cards that exist? Not sure how that works. Deal damage to all enemies, she obtains alias. Depressed, also grant other weakeners that much alias. Like weakness on all enemies. Manic, the others gain twice that much alias instead, and inflict vulnerable. Frenzied Slash. Deal 95 damage 3 times. She's depressed, reduce cost of the card with the highest cost in your hand by 2. Grant it temporary retain. Manic, 6 times instead of 3. Oh, okay. This gives realm effect. This effect is based on your realm. In A-Core, 24 deals... The damage she deals enjoys a 75% tentacle damage bonus. Inflicts poison equal to 10% of that damage dealt. Her Exalt can trigger 50% poison on enemies. Oh, wow. She actually becomes poison support in A-Core. Which, with Celeste in the party, might actually do something. He also... Wait, no. Celeste doesn't have any poison. What am I talking about? What do you do? Okay, you have a lot of aftershock effects. That's nice. Ah, so if you actually just wait a while to play her cards, they give her way more alias. 2 pilot cards to hand. Which is 0 cost, 33 shield, with aftershock, gain 6 strength and 6 tentacle damage. So you actually kind of don't want to play those because they have exhaust. Unless aftershock triggers exhaust. I don't think it does. Switching to Tranquil Sea, gain a lot of shield, 3-turn cooldown. Yep. Randomly deal a bunch of damage 5 times. That benefits from your tentacle damage. Each time damage dealt, targets tentacle damage taken this turn plus 5%. Add 2 more pilots into your hand. This card returns to the top of the draw pile. Interesting. Ominous Semaphore. Gain alias, put a pile in hand, apply weakness. This gains shield and 3 temp tentacles. Vulnerable all the enemies. Crit damage. That scales up for each time you've death resisted. And then discard your hand and draw an equal number. She looks like good support for a team that, you know, wants a lot of aftershock. Aurita, I don't remember how you work at all. Okay, gain a tentacle, 2 gland vision into hand. Deals damage, have a tentacle attack once. That's quite nice. Gland Vision. Deal pierce damage, shuffle a copy into the discard pile. Aftershock, gain Aliamus. Alright. Discard all cards in hand, draw the same amount +1, shuffle a Grand Division in the discard pile. It's a Grand Division. Oh, Gland Division. Blag. Consume up to 10 of your Gland Divisions from the draw pile and discard pile, each causing an additional instance of damage. Place 2 into your hand, increase the damage caused by Rita in this battle by 26. Alright. I think I see how this deck kind of works, then. It's an okay Aftershock deck. With 24 mixed in with some poison for some reason. Don't ask me.
Welcome, honored guests and contestants, to the first beach volleyball match whose name I have not decided yet.
Is it still possible to change the host?
Oops, names are not important. What matters is the fiery match itself, full of clashes and passion, right? Before announcing the participants, I need to make an announcement. Awakener abilities cannot be used in the beach volleyball match. It's decided after discussion with the keeper. Disobedient children receive my punishment, you know. Now, I'm about to introduce the 8 teams participating in the match. Welcome them with screams loud enough to set me on fire!
You watch Pandia wave her hands as if performing a concert. Regret washes over you once more. But seeing the fiery atmosphere, you smile and shake your head. Pick up a coconut and assume your role as a hands-off referee.
First team is the Battle Maniacs, consisting of Goliath, Uhash, Lotan, and Ogier, who was forcibly recruited by Lotan.
Remember, their team was actually called Chivalry. Ogier named it. However, Pandia ignores you, already lost in a state of elation. Yeah, those first 3 sound like they just want to fight, and Ogier was forced in there.
Ah, such a pitiful child. Wonder if you can adapt to the stormy attack style of your teammates. If you need help, I can spare some time to train you myself. That's not necessary, I'll do my best. The second team is the Shut Up, I'll End You team, led by Doll Inferno, who can kill with a single glare. Members are Erica, 24, and Winkle.
That's not who I'm playing as. The End of Days team.
This team a bit overstaffed? Just kidding. I'm really looking forward to 24's split personality performance on the court.
Wait, did I hear that right? Split? And not spectacular? Shut up, you're so annoying. Cut them all open and tear them apart.
The next team is the That Woman team, consisting of Kathagura, Ramona Timeworn, Riker, and Clementine.
Katsugura narrows her eyes and gazes coldly at Pandia. Who gave you the right to distort my will? I am very unhappy right now. I advise you not to cross my sights.
Oh my, are you angry? What an adorable expression.
Pandia blinks mischievously and blows a flying kiss.
However, I'm tired of introducing teams. That's too boring, so I came with a way to make the match more interesting.
Wait, Pandia, this is not the procedure. Pandia continues to ignore you. She spreads her arms and shouts passionately.
Now, all teams take the field. Select an opposing team of your choice. We're about to reach the climax of the 8-4 match.
No, wait, that's not how a tournament works. Unfortunately, your words are drowned out by Pandia's shout and the immediate crack of a volleyball being struck. Almost the moment Pandia finishes speaking, 3 members of the Chivalry team rush the court and powerfully spike the ball toward the face of an opposing player. My lord, I shall heed your commands. The only member of the Chivalry team remaining in place gazes at you, looks toward the competing teammates, appearing torn. I'll not shirk my duty. My lord, you're our referee. Please, my lord, give the command. Never mind, it's vacation. Unexpected moments are normal. You cover your forehead and blow the whistle to start the match with a sense of helplessness. The 8-4 match officially begins. Understood. Ogier will bring the glory of victory to his liege. Ogier rushes toward the field while the remaining contestants take their positions to compete for a winning spot. Why are these 4 fighting her? That's odd. Go ahead, play that. Weaken. I think I actually need shield right now. Owie. Don't love those convulsions. Just do that real quick. Endless Dream. Slap, 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 slap. I haven't taken that much damage, but the weakness effect on this is quite useful right now. And we got plenty of tentacles. Owie. Probably shouldn't go too crazy on those. Get them shields. Slap, 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 slap. Didn't hurt. What does yours do? Deal damage. Weakness invulnerable. Generate a tentacle. Tentacle damage up. There we go. Ooh. Alright, she's manic now. Actually, yeah. The discard. This is actually kind of worth it just for the discard. Glamorous Ocean. Slap, slap. Who's Rouse what I want to do? I don't really need the poison, that's not doing much. This would be great for... Actually, I'm doing a good job staying healthy right now, so I don't think I need this. Self-proliferation. Get slapped a bunch, Miriam. Oh, your kids are here. Just got a shield up, too. Owie. Okay. I will die this turn. If I'm not careful. Forgot she has that deal all your health and damage attack. Owie. Okay, let's rouse someone else then.
船を正しい航路へと導く。チャーリー、指令に応答。良いよ。
Give me that defense, clap, clap, defense.
私に全てをかけて。
Da-da-da. Undying Bird of Paradise. I forgot how good that was. There we go. Don't like this weakness being here, though. I'll... Fine, let's encounter in pure white to get rid of that. Sail the Sundered Seas. Didn't hurt. And that turned into Tulu. I didn't even notice that. That's not good. Twisted Carrion. That was great, though. Let's just play these out and then... eat a bunch to do that. Yep. That works.
Echo, 指令を伝達。チャーリー、指令に応答。船体バランス確認。
Everybody defense. Everybody defense. Doing that to have as much shield as possible.
世の一歩をとくと見るがよい。
Oh dear. My handful? Not quite.
全力を出すよ。
Okay, let's see.
私の全てをかけて。抵抗しないで。
Do that up real quick. More shields. Spelling weakness doesn't do as much as you think it does, my guy. Because I could just put it on again. Ah, good. That wore off just in time. Twisted Carrion Rebel. Undying Bird of Paradise for heals as well. And Lightning Revelry. And I need lots of shield. Don't love weakening myself, but it's whatever. I think I need to not play those at this point. Yeah, just let her gain all her Aliamus. That's the one good side. You can just choose not to play them so she can dump them out instead. And Clamorous Ocean. There we go. That was a bit tricky with this team, but completely doable if you play defense and manage properly. Tulu, you fouled.
Ah, that is true. Unfortunately, the International Volleyball Association does not recognize tentacles as hands. Tulu, that is a foul. And Jenkin making Brown dance to distract the rivals is also a foul. Why? No, he said we cannot use abilities. Brown is my friend, that's not a violation. No room for negotiation. Disobedient children are punished.
Yeah, what a hassle. What about Lei? Used her face to catch the ball, is that not a foul?
Oh, did I break a rule? Andia, will you punish me? Perhaps Ungoth will be the one to do it. Either is fine, please. Use your strength even more.
Whose team were you on? I don't think she signed up for this. I think she noticed a chance to be punished for something and jumped in. As Lei's gaze bores into you, you instinctively look away. Andy, I believe we can now announce the 4 victorious teams.
Agreed. Don't want to know who the final winner is.
Teams advancing are the Goliath team, Wanda team, Doll Inferno, and Kathagu Ra team. The teams we bothered naming. To announce the results, the venue erupts into boos, curses, and scattered applause from the well-behaved children.
Who do you think is most likely to win, Tinkt? I think it will be Doll Inferno's team. I agree. Though she has a doll's body, her vitality is surging and powerful. She always delivers stunning smashes. Ah, it's been a long time since I had this much fun with my sister. Everyone's determination is so inspiring. I want to sing a song of praise for the final champion.
Boring guesses. I admit she is strong, but sorry.
Final winner will definitely be me.
Not necessarily true. Turn to the disdainful Kathagu Ra and voice your opinion plainly. I observed your match closely. How should I put this? Your performance is brave, yes, but you're too headstrong. Volleyball is about cooperation. It's a team sport. Cooperation? Of course I understand it. But as the boss, you cannot just hand over important tasks to your subordinates. Actually, that's exactly what you can do. They're not your subordinates. They cannot compare to my usual underlings, certainly. Since I'm the captain, I'll take responsibility for these liabilities. Volleyball. No buts, you talk too much. Pandia, when does the next match start? 1 sec. And I'm back. Pandia, when does the next match start?
Oh, can you not wait? Let's skip the boring delays and get straight to the point. The beach volleyball semifinals start now.
You missed me? It's gone like 30 seconds. Glad you're having a nice time, 24. Narrow victory. She knows. Reckless bravery alone cannot secure an unrivaled victory. It's true then, it's true now. Oh, Jesus. Okay, here's a bunch of characters I don't know even slightly how they work. A full Karo team seems not that good. Because everyone's Exalt steps over everyone else's because they all need to devour. You can only have like one stored up at a time, really. Damage, shield, gain alien miss, gain strength, damage dealt by Dorsane gains an additional 200% strength bonus, wow. First time Dorsane scores a kill each turn, deal fixed damage equal to half the overflow damage to other enemies. Okay, that first part is really strong, that second part is like, sure, why not? A bunch of damage to the enemy with the lowest health. This enjoys a 300% strength bonus, gains strength. He definitely stacks up strength and benefits from it. Lose some of your current HP, deal damage to all enemies, inflict a turn of vulnerable. Oh yeah, almost forgot to check what his thing does. Crit rate of this Exalt is 15% more. Maybe that's only the Devour part. Gain 40 strength on it. That's useful. Deal damage to the enemy with the lowest HP, 500% strength bonus. Every 1% HP the target's missing. Final damage of this Exalt plus 3%, so it's a great finisher. There are 3 stacks of Corpse. Dorsane eats them all to recover HP and double the crit damage bonus of this hit. What the hell is Corpse? Every 1% crit damage he has gives him a 10th of that as crit rate. Every 1% missing HP is command cards, damage, shield, and alias. Same percent. Base damage of Everknight's Revel, 300% higher. Time played, this turn's subsequent Everknight's Revel enjoys additional 100% strength bonus. The hell is Everknight's Revel? That's not one of his cards. It's this. Did they write the wrong thing? Okay. Exalt. Crit rate 25%, base damage 50%, final damage 100%. You know how Aegis works, at least. Nice. Okay, she's also strength stacking. She's also appears to be some counter. Deal damage to all enemies, inflict bleed, poison, and gain counter. Use a non-derived command card in hand, add its 2 base copies with exhaust fleeting and 2 less arithmetic cost. In a Scion of Purity. There is no embryo. This card can be Devour and trigger Devour twice. Oh. Play directly or automatically converted. When played directly or automatically converted, this card is considered to have 1.5 times the effect of an embryo. Okay, whenever a posse is used, transform an embryo in hand into a Scion of Purity. Neat. Use another Awakener to grant both this Awakener and Chosen 120 alias, obtain 13 strength. Okay, she seems to be pretty good Karo support. Embryo fusion up, gain Key Flare equal to double her Key Flare regen. Get Blood of Fear, weakness for 2 turns, Blood of Decay, vulnerable for 2 turns, or Blood of Cohesion, 40 more embryo fusion. Yeah, she seems just good in general. Lei, I have no goddamn clue what you do off the top of my head. Attack, shield. After she plays a card, Embryo Fusion Plus on her Rouse. Lose current HP. Embryo Fusion up. Gains Temp Strength, gain Alias. Randomly deal 89 pierce damage 3 times. Start next turn, gain a shield for every 2 HP loss to start next turn. For Devour, restore lost HP, dispel vulnerable status. Hiss, and double the strength this gives for its Devour. Restore HP, obtains strength. Yeah, what was the Devour on hers, actually? Devour, grant everyone else alias. Not too necessary. Let's get a quick refresher how Aegis works. She basically keeps the enemy permanently vulnerable. Alright, let's see. And I'm only allowed to have Tiny Wish for some reason. Okay, I'm probably going to be using the Key Flare rouses more anyways.
Welcome to our heated semifinals. Dull Inferno team face off against the Wanda team. Oh, Dull Inferno serves first. Beautiful, what a heart-pounding jump serve!
As Pandia shouts, Dull Inferno's Pincer Strike, earning the first point. Bunch of useless trash. You do not want to be punished, get your spirits up.
Of course, Your Majesty. No problem at all, but can I be punished now in advance?
Sound of an angry whip crack and Lei's delighted cry echo in the air alongside the sound of the volleyball hitting the ground. Oh, that was a sneak attack. A sneak attack?
I do not see it that way. It's just a tactical move. It's time to wrap this up.
Paul narrows her eyes. Erica immediately understands.
Motion mode activated. Determining the most appropriate pass. Calculation complete. Passing to Winkle.
Huh? What? Pass it to me. I don't want it. I don't want it. Shut up.
You don't want to be locked in a dark room. Catch the ball and pass it to me.
I'll take it. Keep letting me stay under the sun. I'll do anything you ask. Winkle panics and passes the ball hastily. Doll already calculated the trajectory. Mechanical limb traces a smooth arc and then...
Another stunning smash. I think the match result is already clear.
Correct. Winner of this match is the Dull Inferno team. As you announce the victor, the arena erupts in cheers.
Ah, that was incredible enough to fill the emptiness in my heart. Next up are the Yogie team and the Katakura team. Let's give them a round of applause. Remember, it can only stop when your hands hurt from clapping.
Kasagura ignores Pandia. Strides toward the court and passes Dull Inferno, who's exiting. Seems champion will be decided between our two teams. Dull Inferno merely scoffs without responding. Erica raises a mechanical, polite smile and provides a response. Based on current data analysis, your team has a 70% probability of losing to Ogie. Kasagura stops in her tracks and lets out a short laugh. You say I'll lose? Seriously? I am stating the calculated result. Angas is right. Volleyball requires cooperation. I analyzed the recording of your past matches. Conclusion is, you still have not learned to trust your teammates. Me here, there's no need for them. Erica simply smiles with mechanical politeness and departs, leaving Katagura standing alone. No. Katagura, what are you daydreaming about? Hurry onto the court, the match is starting. So noisy. Katagura frowns and walks toward the arena. Her three teammates are already in position, and her rivals are poised to strike. Let's welcome the Ogie team and the Katagura team! Final semifinal begins now. They just throw whatever team they feel like for the fight. None of these people are here for this.
子孫繁栄の材料をちょうだいね。見えました。私の愛を受け取って。いい加減にして。
Give me tons of embryo fusion. Already taking damage, not great. Okay, I can just heal that amount. I don't need temp strength right now. Keep the vulnerable going. Oh, I recognize that voice. This cup. Get some heal in there. Yep, he hits hard. Wait to use that. Go ahead and put the bleed and vulnerable on them, though. Let me see. I mean, if he's dealing all the damage. Jump. Yeah, he's a lot of damage. Like, a lot. Oh, she's got a ton of resist, I just noticed. I don't think that goes away at any point, though. Yeah, it was only for that turn. I was wrong. Let's see, Usurper. Oh, it's just basically limit on how much damage they can take per turn. Lame.
闇に溶けて朽ち果てよ。
偉大なる加護をここへ。
Field strength and alert. This one's gonna hurt. Hate that there's stagnation in the enemy hand, but they didn't give me a team with stagnation removal. Hard to copy. Small wish, I guess. Be very, very vulnerable. Do you have petrify resistance? Nah. Need this, but I don't know if it'll be enough, honestly. If I can petrify you, then we'll be okay. Okay, I could. We live. Slap. Slap. Okay, she's just gonna try again. Wonderful. Hey, that's our entire health bar and damage, almost. Blood of fear. There we go. Still alive. Is she gonna wait till next turn to unleash hers? Because I'm gonna lose a bunch of HP, so this will heal a lot more. I'll put that on you. Because I want to use yours next turn. And just switch characters. Alright. Keep stacking up strength while we can. Devour. There we go. Got through phase 1 the first turn. Really funny there. Neither of their rouses really do anything I want, so... It's gonna be feeding. Better to just have the tiny wish at this point. Oh, is that so? The barrier. Could have just done this. Owie. Decomposition. Start with that heal, though it's not gonna save me. Welcome to the gala of all of your health gone. Jeez, he hits hard. Unlike the previous match, this one lasts much longer. Sides are evenly matched and the score remains deadlocked. Finally, as the match nears its end, Ramona Time Ward spots an opportunity. Now, Katagura, pass to me. Katagura does not respond. She leaps high and executes a powerful smash. No need for that, just follow my lead. Under Katagura's powerful spike, the ball spins over the net. Goliath suddenly interrupts it midair. The mighty general grins and points disdainfully at Katagura. Competing with you is far too easy. As long as we block you, we win. Under the fierce counterattack, the ball flies back instantly. Katagura, still in midair, reaches out. The ball brushes past her fingertips and plummets toward the sand.
The ball hits the ground, the Katagura team loses. Seems the outcome.
Andy's voice stops abruptly. Time-worn Ramona dives for the save, sliding from the 5-meter line to the 3-meter mark in the blink of an eye. The ball does not touch the ground. Ramona sends it back into the air. However, she has no angle to attack and calls out to her teammates. Riker. Understood. The lucky detective analyzes Ramona's intent instantly. He dashes forward and sends the ball soaring high. Clementine, the rest is up to you. Clementine leaps and strikes the ball in response. Goliath and his team are so focused on Katagura, they fail to block the others. The smooth coordination of Ramona and the rest, the situation reverses entirely. You blow the whistle to signal the end of the match, the ball flies out of bounds. Katagura team earns the most crucial point at the final moment. Announce the result. Katagura team is victorious. Applause and cheers erupt. Even Pandia moves closer to Ramona.
Wow, what an incredible save. So intense, I feel like I'm melting.
Well played. Without that crucial shot, who knows how long overtime would have lasted. Only did my best. Riker and Clementine's teamwork was equally important. Oops, I was just lucky.
I was simply responding to the patient's needs.
You turn and see Katagura standing silently to the side. Katagura, you did very well too. Successfully drew the rival's attention. Without you, we could not have won. Exactly! The gamble goes perfectly from start to finish. The audience has nothing to watch. Riker pats Katagura on the shoulder with a smile to comfort her. Pandia, when does the final start? Well, luck's high right now. It's the perfect time to push for victory.
That's too bad. The final's tomorrow. Savor this sweet yet agonizing wait.
Tomorrow? Does that mean I can wager for the rest of the night? Riker, I hope your next words have nothing to do with gambling. Even outside of Mythag, I'm watching you, Riker. Of course, you heard wrong. Meant to say we can enjoy the wonderful night. Come on, I'll treat everyone to a drink at the bar. Juice or alcohol, choice is yours. Amidst a chorus of cheers, the group walks away joyfully.
あなた方に今宵のディナーとなる栄誉を授けましょう。
Thank you, Dio. Look, no one else has a voice like that. I've recognized a few pretty substantial Japanese voice actors in this. He's in goddamned everything. But it's always I always go back to, yep, that's Dio. That's Dio. Also Ozymandias and Hans Christian Andersen. Okay, well, this is a fun little story, but I think I'll wait till next time to keep it going. I do love Katagura, of course. I got her over here. Look at her. Isn't she cool? She has guns. And also, she's capable of immense amounts of damage. Also, can also sustain, I think? Let me double check on that. Right, her shield stacks up. But, yep, I think that's where we'll call it today. This was a nice one. Thanks so much for coming if you came. If you didn't come, you don't get a thank you. Bye-bye, YouTube.